What's up, y'all? It's D, about to react to this impressive vid. It's titled DDG in Shambles after Halle Bailey gets sole custody of Halo. This is a wake-up call to DDG. Oh, she got sole custody? Interesting that she got granted this so quickly. This is wild. It looks like things are escalating. Let's see what else is going on. Let's watch.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive Channel. So news came out that Halle Bailey was officially granted sole custody of her son Halo after she filed a restraining order against her baby daddy, DDG. I did do a video about this when the news dropped that DDG was exposed for being physically, verbally, and emotionally abusive to Halle. And Halle listed several different incidents where he made her feel unsafe and he harmed her. She said in her restraining order filing that he dragged her by her hair, chipped her tooth, bruised her arm. There was another incident where he found his way into her home when she was not there and took a picture of her bed and basically implied that she was sleeping with another man. Not to mention, there was another incident where he showed up at her house when she and their son Halo were sick, and he acted a fool over there. He broke her Ring camera and her phone, and she had to call the police. There were times when he would cuss her out and call her the B word, and then he will hop on his live stream and paint this narrative about Halle being a bitter baby mama who's keeping him away from their son.
Behind closed doors, I have not been able to see my son.
And he also accused Halle of taking their son away to go on vacation with the R&B singer Brent Faiyaz, which Halle did deny in a text message to him. I mean, he was really stressing Halle out, and she did get granted a restraining order, which is good for her. Also, she was recently granted temporary sole, physical, and legal custody of their son, Halo. And this is what has a lot of people talking, because she not only was given sole custody, but also she wants DDG to only see the child once a week for 6 hours under the supervision of a professional. He can't have any visitation, but just supervised visits. And honestly, I don't know if DDG really needs to be supervised if he's not a threat to his son. So I think that's a bit extreme, but they will have their next court hearing June 4th.
I don't necessarily agree with that. If I was with a guy, we have a baby, and he started bopping me upside my goddamn head and putting his hands on me, why would I think that would stop with me? Why would I think that he wouldn't also take out his anger on our baby? If you can't control your emotions and it pushes you to the point to become violent, I would argue that you're also going to be that way with your child. Usually people who grow up in abusive households where their parents are both beating each other ass or whatever the case, chances are they're getting their ass beat too, okay? Chances are the daddy or mama or whoever is the abusive person, they are also beating on the kids as well. That's how that typically works. If you are an abusive person, you usually are abusive with your children as well. You're not just like, oh, I'm gonna beat your ass and, oh, okay, child, come here, I'm just perfect with you. That's just not how that usually works. Obviously, there are always exceptions. Anything can happen, but, I would think that, a person is not to be trusted if they are abusive. I don't know. That's just me, but sure.
So they could figure out things then. But I do understand why Halle is trying to get some order when it comes to the custody of their child.
And I know that's gonna probably be, controversial to say, because I have seen several things on like the Shade Room or whatever in the past about people saying, oh, DDG is such a great dad. He's such a good dad. So I'm sure there are gonna be people that are like, wait, no, hold on. No, that's not fair. That's between them two as adults. You can't say that he's gonna put his hands on the baby. I'm not saying it'll for sure take place, but I think it is smarter to veer on the side of caution when you encounter someone being abusive. Obviously, I don't know these fucking people. I don't know what's taking place. I already gave my opinion in the other video. I stand by what the fuck I said. I do believe her. I just don't see what she has to gain by just coming up with this scheme and making up this whole story. If anything, this makes her look terrible as well. Her whole career is based on her image. His career, not so much, because, you know, this streaming shit, these fans, they're stupid as hell. All right, so they don't care. You do some wild shit people forget about. As long as you are entertaining them, they don't care. And this is a totally different business. Her business is based on her image, and people are gonna see this like, you got this messy shit going on with your baby daddy. This looks bad. We don't want no parts. This makes her look bad. They not about to look into the details and try to figure out who wrong and what happened. No, it's like, wait, you got all this drama going on with you. Nah, we good. So this makes her look terrible. I would argue that this is hurting her career, and I'm sure she's aware of that. So even when she got pregnant, look at how that, you know, backlash came about. I feel like that hurt her career to a certain extent, because image is everything in her specific industry. So I don't think that she would just make this up. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. So I do believe her. Now, to the extent of it, I'm not saying I know all the details. She could be on some bullshit as well, to where they're both abusive with each other. I don't know the details. I'm not going to pretend that I know. But my point is, if it's going down how she said that it's going down, and he's just the super abusive one in the situation, then yeah, I would want him to have supervised visits with my fucking child. What? What?
Because the truth of the matter is, they aren't co-parenting effectively at all. Their relationship is...
I might shake my goddamn baby because you mad and the baby keep crying or getting on your nerves. If you can't control your temper, you might... I don't trust you with my goddamn baby.
Already so contentious. Halle has to go through DDG's mother just for DDG.
Hypothetically, of course. I don't know these fucking people. I don't know the details of their situation. I don't actually care. Let's be clear.
To get a chance to see Halo. And she said that when Halo is in DDG's care, he spends most of the time with his mother, Miss Tanya. Halle said that DDG refuses to talk to her when it comes to scheduling a time for them to see their son. He just wants to see their son at his own convenience, and that doesn't work for them because Halle is a full-time actress and singer. DDG is a full-time content creator and streamer. They are busy, so they need to set up a schedule to see their child. But DDG doesn't want to do that because he wants to do things his way. And so this is the problem that Halle has been having with him. She said in her filing, "This has become extremely upsetting to me because Daryl refuses to work with my attorney to set up any set schedule. Instead, he is threatening that he will take our son 50% of the time and pay me zero support. It should be noted that he has never paid me child support, and I have never sought child support from him. I have asked him, however, to contribute to Halo's expenses. Only on one occasion has he done so." More recently, she was actually trying to make arrangements for DDG to see Halo right before the Met Gala. And she told his mother, Tanya, that if he couldn't see him then he could see him May 11th when she flies back to LA. And DDG agreed, and he could see him May 11th when she flies back to LA. And DDG agreed to it. Miss Tanya said, "I forgot to text you. He said that he will wait until you get back to get him." This was the arrangement, but DDG didn't want to adhere to the arrangement. He wanted to pop up at his own convenience. He popped up on May 5th while Halle was at the Met. And because he didn't get a chance to see the son when he wanted, he hopped on his live stream and insinuated that Halle was once again keeping his son away from him.
You want to know what I wanted to do tonight? Not even sleep. I just wanted to hang out with a special person, man. That's all I wanted to do tonight, for real. But I don't know. I might force myself to go out or something.
Of course, when he did this, his followers automatically was blaming Halle. Oh, she's keeping his son away from him again. This is just the BS that Halle has to deal with. It's not like she wants to keep their son away from him, but DDG is not trying to cooperate with her. And also, he's fueling these narratives that are ruining her reputation. That's the last thing she needs right now.
I think that also makes him look really bad, how it's being proven how he's manipulating the situation. Because if y'all already have a set agreement and you have a scheduled day when you're going to see the baby, then why would you act like, I'm so sad, y'all can't see my son right now. I wish I could, but That's all I'm gonna say about it. Obviously, your weak ass fans are gonna go and terrorize this girl. Yo, loser ass. His fans are fucking losers. Not all of them, obviously, but some of them are really weird. Just very weird children. And we see, like, I've seen clips of some of his fans running up to him. I see exactly who they are. They're these little, anyway, they're children, basically. He has a lot of children, a lot of teenagers as his fan base, and they will, you know, get on her socials and, you know, add her and all of this. And apparently she's affected by it. So I just think it shows that he on some bullshit. Not to the point where, you know, it means he for sure put his hands on her, but it just kind of paints this picture of your character, and it just doesn't look the best.
And you gotta understand, she is about to film a major movie. It's called Italiana. This is a big deal. She can't ruin this out.
I just like she be putting extras on this major. Is it major? I ain't never heard of it, but all right. But maybe they ain't start promoting. Or not even promoting if they haven't even started filming it yet. But usually, you know, if the big movie is in the works, like, people start talking and being like, oh, we about to record this, da-da-da. I ain't heard nothing about no big movie in the works about to be made, but all right.
Opportunity. She has money on the line. She has contractual obligations to fulfill. And the last thing she needs is for DDG to stress her out and ruin her reputation. Since he can't be a cooperative co-parent, she'd rather have sole custody. And yeah, it's a tough decision to make because she knows what people are going to say. They're going to call her spiteful and vindictive and claim that she doesn't want her son's father in his life. And also, since she's seeking child support, they're going to call her money hungry. But like she said, she never got financial help for the care of their son, Halo. She has been providing for Halo. But people are still going to drag her for that. So she can't really win or lose in this situation. So she said, I have done everything possible to avoid going to court. I have tried to placate Daryl by providing him access to Halo, even though he's not with Halo and often leaves Halo with his mother. I have facilitated his visits no matter where I am and often last minute. I realize there's no placating Daryl. I cannot allow this abuse any longer. I cannot keep living like this. I never know when he's going to demand our son be in his mother's care or whether I'll be subjected to his threats and abuse. As of the date I'm signing this declaration, Daryl is in Miami online railing against me, alleging he cannot see his son. He's not in Los Angeles. I plan on Daryl picking up Halo on Monday, yesterday at my home in Los Angeles.
This is just like, you are manipulating the situation. If you're not even in LA and the baby is in LA, like, why are you trying to make it seem like, just say that, be like, I wish I could see my son, but I'm not in LA right now, I'm traveling, whatever the case, so that people don't, you know, assume things.
Attorney has,
because he's been on the internet a very long time. He knows how people are.
Not responded to mine to arrange for the visit. This is not child center, and Halo is only being used to further his fan base and online presence. Whew. So it is what it is. I will say that DDG has to grow up and be mature. And if he really wants to be in his son's life, he has to cooperate, and he has to stop making his relationship with his son's mother so contentious, because that's not going to help him at all if he really wants to be a present father. And I don't want any child to go without their father if their father is good to them. I do think DDG loves his son. Now, he might have issues trying to prioritize his time with his son.
Oh, he's got a camera in his goddamn baby face.
Because he's always streaming. But I do think he loves his son and he wants to be in his son's life. But he has to make some changes. And also, he needs to tread lightly, because I see how he's navigating this situation on social media. He's reposting certain things that he knows will make Halle look a certain way to his fans. And also, he's supporting people who say negative things about Halle.
This is low-key sad, because they're trying to destroy his image and everything that he worked hard for.
Oh,
y'all looking at this mermaid look like she's just something special, bruh. That's a motherfucking demon, bruh. And I don't know how y'all don't see it.
I want to meet, bro, on some real cool and just kick it with the Nick. It's so Illuminati. But that Nick really been like, I be seeing the little clips.
Now y'all
like, man, that's a real.
Bruh, that's a motherfucking demon, bro.
So DDG is talking about
this gender war is so fucking tired. Everybody, y'all are all fucking losers. Let's be clear, because we don't know any of these people. So to get so like, oh my god, fuck y'all who's saying this, and we know this for a fact, and to do all of that is just so weird and extra. Calling her a demon is crazy. And granted, I've criticized this woman very heavily. I'm no way pro Halle and I'm on her side. I'm using my common sense, and like I said, I believe her just because it doesn't seem like she has anything to gain from lying. It doesn't make any sense. But I'm not on nobody's side. I already said how she was on some bullshit when it came to that situation with the nail salon lady. I said she should have never even had a baby by him. I made my comments about her, so let's be clear. Nobody's like, oh, I'm, supporting her. I ain't supporting none of these niggas. I don't give a fuck. But to get on here and call her a demon is wild. Wild work when you don't know the details of what actually went on. I don't know.
I'm gonna kick it with somebody who called Halle a demon. This is a serious situation, and this is what Halle complained about. She complained about getting harassed by DDG's fan base. And when DDG is supporting people who bash her, and when he has his family members speaking on the matter, it just makes things worse. His brother was speaking out about it. Also, his sister was speaking out, and she reposted this video of Halle on TikTok.
In a relationship, I think I have anxious attachment style. Everybody knows I'm a...
Wait. Let's sped up. Let's get all the tea in normal speed.
Aries.
TikTok.
In a relationship, I think I have anxious attachment style. Everybody knows I'm an Aries. I'm a fire sign. I get very passionate. I seem nice online and innocent and everything, girl, but you guys do not know. I will go to bed.
Oh, I know. I know you ain't nice and innocent. Again, we've already talked about this. I've already went in on how she handled a couple situations. It wasn't just the nail salon situation. There was something else that happened that I didn't agree how she handled it. I forgot. I reacted to it in the past. I don't remember these things because I don't really anyway, so I know I've already, built up the perception in my head that she be on some bullshit. She's not this nice, innocent, perfect person. That's not the impression I get about her at all. Let's be clear.
Battle with my yelling, with my words, everything. I'm good at that, right? And if I gotta yell or check anyone, that's what I gotta do. That's just the way I be.
What does that prove, though? Even if you yelling and going off on somebody, that means that they could put their hands on you and bop you upside the head? What are we talking about? How does that prove anything?
Clap back or sit back. I always have to choose clap back. I'm sorry. I'm a very kind person. And if somebody...
You know what she gives me? She's all bark, no bite. She don't seem like she about nothing. Let's be clear. Not like that, but I just don't feel like she's really trying to run up on somebody and throw hands. She's not giving that. She looked like she... Anyway.
Looks at me or the people that I love. It's over for you. I'm an Aries. Sorry.
Never have I started drama with my boyfriend for no reason.
Put it down.
I'm territorial. I'm a jealous girlfriend. I'm a territorial girlfriend. If I want to repost something on the internet, then I'm going to do that.
So DDG's sister reposted this. And listen, Halle ain't perfect. We all know that. I'm not even going to pretend like she's just...
Because it's y'all trying to imply that, she runs her mouth and she, is slick in the mouth and she do this. Okay, but where in that is it shown that she's admitting to being violent or putting her hands on people? You can run your mouth all day. That doesn't mean someone should clock you upside the head. I'm confused.
An angel in her relationship. I'm sure she has added to the contention between her and DDG. However, just because she might argue or raise her voice does not mean DDG has a right to put his hands on her. Also, I see his family is kind of egging the situation on, and I know they want to defend their brother. I get it, but they can't do that in this situation right here. Legally, it's going to put DDG in jeopardy, so they need to hush. DDG needs to go to court June 4th, handle the business. Whatever receipts he has, just present it in court and keep his issues with Halle off of social media.
I agree.
And also, I don't want them to be mudslinging each other either. I want them to actually resolve this issue and be able to split custody and have a set scheduled time for when each of them get a chance to have their child. That would be an ideal situation, but they both would have to be cooperative. Anyway, tell what you all think.
Yeah, this isn't smart. This is helping build this perception that him and now his family are directing all this hate towards her. So this is actually painting her as this victim, this perfect victim in court, to where it's like, oh my God, I'm just over here trying to raise my baby and, do the right thing and set up schedules. And look, I got all these receipts that prove that. And look, y'all are all terrorizing me online and all ganging up against me. Y'all are not helping his case. Not smart at all. Not smart. But sure, this is how they want to handle things. Good luck to them. Hopefully they figure it out. That's all I got. Y'all let me know what y'all think that, and I'll see y'all in the next one.